Any ideas as to what Russian accent? Trying to figure out how I would do that. What? This is close, yes. I'm not sure. This is about as good as I can get. There's no need to be scared. Now I'm getting too much. I'm getting too much Arnold. Fuck it. There's no need to be scared. It's not the bullet that kills you. It's what comes after. When your time is up, that's when it gets you. So please don't be afraid. You're not dying right now. Not yet. The man pointed his gun at the woman in the head. In the bed. Not the head. The lights from the city outside illuminated the shape of a naked form under the blanket. She was crying, but silently. They were all alone in the room. The night was dead silent. I always felt it was cruel to not explain it, he said. She just stared at him with wide eyes. She stared at the gun pointed right at the body. I also always feel a little cheated, because it's pretty fucking brilliant. Now the man smiled under his mask. She saw it in his eyes, the same eyes that had been watching her for the last 4 weeks. It's not just a gun, my creation. It's the most perfect running simulation of our own universe currently in existence. The universe is entirely deterministic, of course. The past, the present, the future was all decided by the initial conditions of everything when it all began. Once you realize that, the man moved towards the bed. When I set this dial on my gun here, the simulation begins to think. It enters the infinite possibility of the universe and asks, how can I make this person die? And the simulation begins altering, finding a way, given the current state of the universe, to predict the perfect series of events that will end in your death. And it always finds a way. It's inevitable. It doesn't matter much. The only agency it has is its one bullet, but it finds a way, even if you fight it. Because if you are part of the universe, and everything you do has been accounted for. The woman looked confused. She tried to keep herself from shaking. Don't worry, it's not much different than how you live now. The universe knows how you will die long before you do. The wave of causality that leads to your death is following you your entire life. Eventually you and it will collide. This weapon just speeds up the process. The woman stared at him with frightened eyes. Watch. He turned the dial, feeling the weight of its rotation under his fingers. He turned it all the way to the left. 3 seconds. The man smiled. He turned it to the right. 4 weeks, 3 days, 2 hours, 17 minutes, 45 seconds. And then he settled on a time in between. You have exactly 3 hours. He pointed the gun at her and pulled the trigger. The bullet fired out the window, shattering it. And it began its journey. I don't know what that one was. I don't have